Hi guys. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Bruma Ants channel. In this video we're going to learn how to build a Y-tong nest, the perfect nest choice for a lot of ant species. Let's get into it. As you can imagine, for this project we need a block of Y-tong. Y-tong is a particular type of concrete, usually used in construction as an insulation material. You can easily find this material in almost every hardware store. You can also order it online from one of the many ant keeping shops. The first thing we have to do is decide the dimensions of the nest we are going to build. I've chosen the size of this red transparent foil, because I'm planning to use it as a light shield for the nest. Perfect. Once we've marked the Y-tong with the chosen size, it's time to remove the excess parts. We are going to do this by cutting the Y-tong with a standard wood saw. Be careful when using these types of tools. Start slow and then pick up the speed when the groove forms in the Y-tong. Don't worry if the cuts are not extremely precise, we will adjust them later. Now the fun part. Now we can draw the shape of the various chambers of the nest. You can do it freehand and choose a naturalistic shape, or you can make it a little more elaborate and use some drawing tools. As you can see, for this nest I've chosen the second option, as I like a more technical nest shape. When drawing the chambers, try to use a very dark and visible pencil, it will make the engraving phase a lot easier. Don't forget the hydration chamber. For this nest I decided to place it at the top, in order to facilitate the watering process. Next step. Engraving. Now we can create the chambers of the nest. For this job you can use a Dremel, like the one I am using, or a simple screwdriver. I would suggest you wear a mask during this phase, as the Y-tong produces a lot of dust. Not bad. When finished we can then clean the little imperfections by using some sandpaper and a piece of wood. Keep in mind that the Y-tong is a very soft material, so you don't have to push too hard when using the sandpaper. You can also clean the interior of the chambers, making them a little more appealing. Now we have to make the acrylic front panel. After we've taken the needed measurement we can start cutting the piece. For this nest I am using plexiglass, a very easy to find type of transparent plastic. For cutting the plexiglass you can use a normal saw for metals or a jigsaw. You can choose which one you prefer the most. Here's the panel. Just like the Y-tong, we can remove the little imperfections by using some sandpaper. So far it looks great. To attach the plexiglass panel to the Y-tong we can use some dowels and some screws. By using these, we will be able to remove the panel for cleaning the nest, a step not possible when using silicone. Now let's choose the drill bit with the appropriate size. Now we have to drill the holes in the plexiglass panel and in the Y-tong block. Keep in mind that the holes in the plexiglass panel should be slightly smaller than the ones on the Y-tong. When drilling the Y-tong block, push the drill bit very softly. Y-tong is a very fragile material, and the last thing we want is to crack our precious new nest while making some holes. At this stage you can also drill the entrance hole, from which the ants will enter the nest. Now we can finally remove the protective film from the plexiglass panel. This is always so satisfying. It looks amazing. Now we can insert the dowels into the holes of the Y-tong block. You can use the back of a tool to push them all the way down. Now we can attach the transparent panel to the Y-tong block. Simply put on the plexiglass panel and start screwing the screws. Use a screwdriver to complete the job and tighten the screws all the way in. Here it is. You've successfully built a Y-tong nest all by yourself. Now you can move a colony into it. I'm pretty sure they will love it. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you like the content, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. And if you don't want to miss any future videos, don't forget to subscribe. If you're planning to buy some ant nests, I would suggest you check out this video review. It's a really cool ant nest made by Ant House, a great ant keeping company. See you soon in another video.